Hey, what's up YouTube? It's ICU, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at and reviewing the ear dots. And we're going to be answering the question why these $79 AirPods 2 clones are actually better in some respects than Apple's recently introduced $250 AirPods Pros.
Coming in, flex, I just wanna win.
And with the holiday season right around the corner, these things are the perfect gift for someone you want to give AirPods to, but don't necessarily want to fork over the $199 price tag of the AirPods 2 with the wireless charging case, because believe it or not, these things are basically a one-for-one copy of AirPods. There's one major caveat. The battery life on these guys is just a little bit less at between 3 to 4 hours of listening on the ear dots themselves. So the big thing here and the differentiator that Apple's own AirPods don't even have, whether we're talking about the $199 AirPods 2 that these are meant to replicate or the $250 AirPods Pros, is the fact that these come with a lifetime guarantee. If they stop working for you, if anything happens, then the site that sells these stands behind that and they will replace them for the lifetime of the product. How cool is that? That's just insane to me. And you can see that these are pretty similar. Wait, these are pretty similar. I tricked you guys there. These are the official AirPods 2 and these are the clones. I mean, like, look at them. Look how similar they are. It's unreal. It's uncanny. There are just a few minor differences that you're really not going to be able to notice basically whatsoever. The first thing that immediately stands out when taking a look is the text on the underside of the lid there, where the AirPods actually go inside when the case is closed, is actually a little bit more than what we have on the official AirPods 2 case. It's very hard to tell and pick up on camera, but that is a subtle difference. And there's also a little bit of a difference in weight. The clones are actually, well, I don't know, the clones feel a little bit lighter to me. It could just be me, but I mean, these are so very close. Unless I had the AirPods 2 to compare against, I mean, I probably wouldn't even notice myself. So here comes the real test. We're going to take my iPhone, put it right in the center there, and we're going to open the brand new ear dots and we're gonna see what happens. So when we open, immediately it says not your AirPods. That's so insane, guys, that they've actually got this to pop up inside of iOS. Because it doesn't actually use the same chip as Apple's AirPods do. It does not use the H1 chip that enables this fast wireless pairing and also the quick switching between devices and how it stores the connection in iCloud, all that stuff, but it is very similar to the H1 chip, as you can see. So we can go ahead and hit connect, and it asks us to hold the button on the back of the charging case. It even says charging case, like, look at that. That's insane, right? So let's go ahead and hold the button back here. And these things are connecting now. And there you go. It says AirPods and it says the charge of them. So the pods themselves, AirPods, are at 52%, whereas the case is at 51%. Remember, this does charge wirelessly as well as over Lightning. And yeah, then you can just pop these suckers out. Let's look at the Air Dots themselves, and we're going to compare them against the official AirPods. So we have the official AirPods here on the left, and we have the ear dots here on the right. These things are so crazy similar. Like I said, unless you're a real hardcore Apple aficionado, you're probably not going to know the difference between these. Now, the major thing, aside from, of course, connection, is how they sound. All right, so now that we've switched views, we're going to take a listen. Now, this part of the review is going to be a little bit subjective, obviously, because it's very hard to convey exactly how they sound. The best thing to do would be to try these things out yourself, obviously, but I'm going to try to do as good of a job as I possibly can. So first and foremost, we are going to try the AirPods 2. So let's go ahead and pop these guys in. And we're going to just switch to them right here inside of the little volume control platter. and now it's already playing. So, okay. Sounds pretty good, obviously. I mean, they're AirPods, right? If you've ever experienced AirPods, you probably know how they sound. So let's go ahead and pop these guys out, and we're going to put the ear dots in now. And it's already switched to them automatically. It's detected that they're in my ears. The song's already playing again. So we have regular AirPods features brought over here. They sound pretty similar. Really, the difference that I'm noticing, I was just messing with the volume, is that the AirPods actually do go lower, and they seem to go a little bit louder while also maintaining the clarity of the audio throughout that range. So the range is a little bit wider, but these things are very, very comparable, guys. Like, I can't believe how good they actually are, and the fact that they have that lifetime guarantee. That's just something you're not going to get with any other AirPods clone, and you're not actually going to get it with Apple's official AirPods either. That's just so cool. I mean, who does that, right? But these things are very good. Like I said, they have a lot of the same features. You're not going to get the exact same total 100% carbon copy experience, but for the most part, they're very, very, very similar. We've went over pretty much all of the differences, and the only real caveat with these guys, aside from the battery life, is of course the fact that they do not share that cloud connection. That can be a drawback for some, but once you have it set up and connected to the devices that you use on a daily basis, you can easily and seamlessly switch back and forth between which device is your source. So, for instance, if I was working on my Mac, I could switch back and forth between that and my phone. Obviously, you can also pair these guys to any other non-Apple device as well, but you're going to get that automated pop-up inside of iOS that you would get with the regular AirPods. So the experience is very similar. Like, really, I'm nitpicking at this point. For $79, you really can't go wrong. Again, I will have a link to these down below in the description. I really hope you guys liked this review, and until next time, this is ICU signing out.